I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I was going to come on here today and talk to you about the beginning of my healing process, but I received a question from Steve Hunt asking, will we ever be cured? Now, that is a very interesting question because the answer is both yes and no. Once all your inpatient rehabilitation therapy has ended, what should you do next? Continue with therapy at home or just hope recovery will find you without having to do anything? The answer is no. You will not be cured from brain injury because it is not a disease, but you can recover from it. However, in order to recover, you have to work towards healing every day. No one's going to do it for you, so in other words, you have to live proactively in order to accomplish what you want in your life. You need to have a clear vision of what it is you want to accomplish on your healing journey. This relates quite nicely to a post I made. It's a quote from Linda Barrows, who said, "You can't heal a wound until you look at it." And this is exactly what I did. In order to do that, at least for me, in 1989, I was living in Chicago and going to DePaul University to get an MA in literary, technical, and professional writing. During this time, I found poetry to be a healing mechanism. I used poetry as an extension of myself, and it allowed me to express my emotions. This is where I got the idea I should write about my experience with TBI in a manuscript. However, the only problem was I did not remember the car accident and I did not know what medically happened to my brain. The first step, I used my deductive skills and I tracked down the accident reports, which allowed me to be able to put the scene together. Oh, sorry. The experts tell you that the window for recovery is approximately a year. I will tell you from my experience that is BS. For example, since sustaining my brain injury, I could never blow out the candles on my birthday cake because I could not create enough pressure in my mouth to actually blow. But this birthday, my 50th birthday, I was able to blow them all out. Now remember, this is just my most recent accomplishment, and this took place 33 years after I sustained my brain injury. Therefore, no one better tell me that recovery has an expiration date. I know better than that, and I want to tell you, you should know better than that. So, to repeat Steve Hunt's question, will we ever be cured? No, you will not be cured. Brain injury is not a disease doctors can cure you from. You've got to do it yourself. Just look at me and my accomplishments. When conventional medicine when conventional medicine no longer has the answers for you, you need to think outside of the box. This was my first step towards my emotional healing, to get the police report on the car accident. Decades later, I went on a mission to obtain my hospital and rehabilitation records. That's when I learned what parts of my brain were injured, and I was able to use the recovery of function phenomenon in relationship to what happened to my brain. I did extensive research on recovery from TBI, and that's when I learned about the recovery of function phenomenon as it relates to brain injury. I have written articles on this subject too. These articles are available on my business website, ABI Education Services. So to reiterate the answer to Steve Hunt's question, will we ever be cured? No, you can't be cured by a doctor from brain injury, but you can recover from it. And that's why I'm here, to spread the word on the recovery of function phenomenon as it relates to brain injury, and in the end, offer you hope. Steve Hunt, I hope that answered your question, and thank you for taking the time to listen to me.